Hi guys, I thought while I've still got the mess here from yesterday's effort that I shall get on and do the next few pages of the envelope journal. So I hope you're all doing well. It is Saturday here, had to think then. I keep losing track of the days. It's about 6 o'clock in the afternoon. So I think I'll do this and then get the oven heating up for, I've got some beef that I want to roast. Alright, so where did we finish off? I'm hoping to have a better crafty day today than I did yesterday. So we finished off with our flip there, didn't we? Yep. So we've got like the last couple of pages to do. Now, what I realised I had forgotten to do is when we did our two pockets here and here, I did put a little thumb notch for each of those. Hence why I also like to put the paper on the inside there as well, so that when you cut your little thumb notch, you're not seeing the inside of the envelope. So I just sort of centered that when you look at the paper, rather than center it in where the pocket is, I sort of center it considering where the size of the paper that I've put on there to cover. So we'll see, this is going to be a bit tight, but it will manage. Just want a little one there. And then we'll do the same for our little windowed pocket. So that's that. So now we're working on those two. Make sure I get the right pages. I'm going to go slow, take my time, make sure I know what I'm doing. Now I've got to do another like pocket in this one, so I'm going to make sure that if I have to put paper on the inside that I do that before I close it. So I'll concentrate on this piece first. So it looks like I did just a book page there and then another bit there just to cover up where the first page didn't fit. So that's all we're going to do for that page. So that's easy enough. Put that there so I can look at it. So I'm just going to see what smaller book pages that I have. I do have this whitish one. I always try and find one that sort of fits. And if it doesn't, then I cut it. That's no issue. Oh, I've got all these. It's got the biggest mess of book pages. Maybe one of... This has got some italic writing on it, which I quite like. Something different. Not that, by the looks, we're not going to see any of the writing anyway, but I might keep that for something else then, because I like that. Might just stick to this. So that's going to be over to there. Should do for that. So I'll just stick that one down. So the sun was out. I thought it was going to be foul all weekend with rain, but when I got up, the sun was out. The ground was still wet though, so I think it did rain this morning. But I was able to get, 3 big loads of washing out. Got most of the dishes done. I almost had to wash every dish in the house. I've been so slack. Well, actually, no, I've actually been quite busy, but slack at doing my dishes. So it's catch-up day today, so I'm looking forward to getting some crafting done tonight, in between tidying up crafty stuff. Oops. It might be help if I put the glue side down. And here I was thinking I was going to be nice and mindful today. I don't think it's possible at the moment, but that's all right. Oh, I'm up for a laugh at my expense. I figured when I started YouTube that I just have to get used to it. Okay. So I just need a bit to put down the bottom. So we'll go for something a little different. Let's see what scraps we've got hanging around. It's a little different, not a lot different though, but oh, it's a little darker. Might go some of that. I'm just debating whether I want to leave the number there or not. I think I don't. I think I'll put it up to there and then I'll just trim it off. What I will do though is just, might as well try and fit this snugly. And then just trim off the bottom afterwards. Great to see this lovely lady Caroline who has been following along and sharing her progress as well. She's using the most beautiful papers and it looks so good. Makes me want to do it again. But I don't want to do it again, not just yet, but I do in the future with some pretty papers because it does look awesome. And a couple of other people said that they're going to be doing it as well, so that's really cool. Make sure we're not sticking anything that we don't want to. That's pretty good. I think we just need a little bit more glue just down there, but I can fix that up afterwards actually. So I'm just checking whether I need to trim. It's a little bit of overhang that might do with a bit of a trim. Not too bad though. Now, I was going to rip that further up too yesterday and I forgot. Because it's a little long. That's our flip up bit. I do like it overhanging the top of the pocket so it sort of hides that there's a pocket there and what's in it underneath. But it's a little neat for my liking. So I'm thinking if I take off just about that. And when we ink it up, it'll be a bit rougher. I'm just going to cut this tiny, thin bit there off. All right, so we've done that side. So now we've got to do this page. So this one has a pocket up the top there for the window that's at the back there. And I covered over that one. That's the one that at the start, if you've been watching the whole way through, I almost stuck, when I stuck the envelopes together or something, I think I almost stuck a bit on there and I was all worried because it got glue on it and that. And then afterwards I realised that I cover it anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Oh. So yeah, so we've got to do the pocket there and then it's got a pocket, it's on the inside of this part. So, I must have cut that down a fair bit there. I think what I'll do for beginnings is cut this so it's sort of straight. It's not really straight, but it's not straight at all. Which isn't gonna matter. Just opening up this one so I can see exactly sort of what I've done there. Just break that little bit off. So So now I know that we're going to need something on the inside here to back that before I create the pockets this time. And it's going to be open at the top. So what I'm going to do is slice along the top, and that will allow us to flip it open all the way, easily put some paper inside and create a little pocket when we stick it back together. So I'm just going to take the finest little bit off the top here to open it, if I can. Like that. So then we can fold it open like that, because it already was cut open down the bottom from when I opened the letter. But that's so much easier than to put your backing paper on this side, so that when you close it, you see the paper there. So we will do that. And I just use like normal book page on the inside. Now, yeah. So as long as we've got book page that nicely covers this area here that we're going to see through the window. I'm sort of looking through my scraps. Not this page. Can't find any better bits, I don't reckon, so I'll just use some of this. So that way, when we stick it down there, it'll look like that. Now covering this window, so it doesn't matter if it does show across there. Now, the other thing with this is try and put it up to the top of your page. Although we put our little thumb notch, doesn't really matter actually, but I'm going to put it up to the top of the page just because it is going to be an open pocket that you're going to sort of see. So we're going to need to put something up here as well, so that when we do a little thumb notch will be up here for the pocket. So it'd be nice to have something up there so it's not so plain, or not, so the envelope doesn't show through. I can't talk tonight. Just tell me to shut up. All right. So I've got this little bit which might be spot on, really. Alright, so when that's closed, it'll be like that. Now, I reckon I did all this and then cut this pocket right back because it was hard for me to fit this card in and out with it that far over that way. So I might cut that down now. And then I think we'll be safe to... We need to put paper under that spot too. Just debating how I'm going to do this. All right, so let's cut a pocket. Well, a flip. I'll call it a flip. Just down here for that pocket. So we want to make sure that it's lower than where our windows finish off. Let me just put this up against there. Yeah, so it's just under our windows by the looks. So I'll do this one about here, I reckon. Doesn't really matter because I sort of custom the cards to put in there anyway, so size wise don't have to be too fussy. Very crooked as usual. I'll just pull that bit of paper off and just straighten this up a little bit. All right, so once it's stuck down, that'll be our little top pocket in there. So we'll have to stick that down. And then this will be a pocket in there. So I'm gonna make that a little bit shorter. I don't think this is how I did it the first time, but it doesn't matter. As long as it works in the end. So, I'm just going to cut that, I reckon, there this time. I think it's a bit shorter than the one I had before, but it does make it a lot easier to get something in and out of there. Now, I know that I have paper on, yeah, and then flip. So what I might do now is stick this part down, and then we can cover over this. So to stick this part down, we're just going to run glue down that side and then down the bottom, and that'll create the pocket there. Alright, now we're going to cover this piece here. Just making sure that my pocket's all open where it should be, yeah. With a book page. So it's nice and different. An arithmetic page of the arithmetic book. I'll use that side. So we'd be putting it like that. So what I might do is just, I'll let it sort of go down inside the bit, inside where this is going to fold over just a tad. Does it won't matter. So rip that off about crooked there, but it doesn't matter if it's crooked even. Although on the other one I do see it a bit, but I'll put the other paper over the top, so that'll do. Might just take in this tiny little bit. To make sure my little flappy bit will fold over. I can trim that. All right, so let's stick that bit on. Now again, just got to make sure afterwards that we haven't stuck our pocket down. So that can still flip over like that, and we'll just trim the edge after. So there's a bit of glue there, so I'll just tidy that up. Now I'll trim this side down. All right, so that's that part. All right, so we want to put, I will show you in this one, I'll take this out. Now we've got a bit of paper there which looks like just tea-dyed paper, which I have put just there. So I'll put that in before I close this over. So we will do that. Tea-dyed paper, where are you? Good question. I've got so much bits of paper here. None that I want, but there's a page. Let me check my scrap bag, actually. That'd be a better idea, rather than wasting the good stuff. I think I spy a perfect piece. That looks like it's a bit of an old book page. It's pretty dark, but that doesn't matter. Something a bit different. It's either that side, or I like that side too. I'm going to put dark stuff in. Why not? I reckon it'll be pretty brittle. This. So I'm just going to whack that in. Might just shorten it a tad. make sure that's going to close without folding everything. Doesn't look too bad. Now, I've got to create a little pocket here now. So, I think last time I stuck this down and then stuck something on top, but this time I think I'll stick the something on top and then stick it down. So, we've got the paper there on the top, and I remember that being really brittle paper, so I'm not going to put brittle paper on again because it just was breaking off everywhere. So I put the Tim Holtz tissue paper. I had to like fold it over and stick it so that it would stop breaking off at the edges. Although this probably is brittle, but it won't be as brittle as that. That's a bit dark though. I think I want more of a contrast for that spot. So what have we got sitting around here? Got this page. Yeah, that's enough for contrast, I reckon. So I might just take, although we did put music paper on and I kind of like that, so where's my music paper? I keep forgetting that I've got all these different types of paper. Surely we'll find a bit in here that'll fit. That looks pretty good. We'll put it on that way. Or do we want the straight edge? I don't know, I like it like that. Just take, now how far up do we want it? See, because it's up a bit further there, I could cut that a bit straighter so that we can have the music paper the same, or I can let the music paper go up higher. Let's just see what it's going to look like if we do it like that. See, I mean, it doesn't look bad up high like that, so I might do that. So it's only going to be a shortish one today because I'll just do these pages and then get off. I've got a big project that I need to get completed. So I'll try and get a lot of that done tonight, but I'm going to make the biggest effort to try and do daily ones of this, but they might only be little here and there. When I get time, I'll do bigger ones than that. Yeah, but you can always look at the videos that I put up because I did do process videos for the last one. I just didn't do the whole lot. So if you're keen to move ahead, you can always have a look and see what I did and get some of that done while you're waiting for me to get the next lot of videos up. All right, now the main thing is that we get it over that side all right. I think I'll just leave it like that is fine. Lift it up, make sure we're not sticking it down anywhere we shouldn't. Now I'm just going to trim this bottom bit off because that will be good, neat, if I can find my scissors. Certainly need to do a big clean up afterwards, so I might load my iPod up with the songs that I just bought and stick that on its little dock thing and put the music on loud afterwards and do some tidying up while I'm doing my big project. All right, so now we've got this as a like flappy thing. So all we have to do now is just glue it down the bottom there, up the top there, and stick it down, and there's our little pocket. But before I glue it, I'm going to do a little thumb notch. About in the middle-ish of, well, yeah, it's not really middle because this bit's going to be a bit longer, but that's all right. It's where I want it, like that. Now, I did do some stenciling down here, which you could do beforehand, but I might just do it after. It doesn't bother me. It's not going to be too hard. So there we've got our pocket there. Now, what we need to do is put our little thumb notch up in this top pocket here that I hope I haven't stuck together. So we've got a pocket that just goes along, just along there it does. So I will put my little thumb notch, I reckon it'll look good about there. So we'll be able to put our tag in and out and put it in and out back to front so that the front picture of it shows through this window. So when we cover the back, we'll be covering that window. So I think that's it for that page, because we'll put these writing spots on while we're doing the embellishments, because that's what I did last time. It's just getting the basic covering down in the pockets done that I wanted to do, or else it gets too confusing probably. So now we've got all the inside pages ready to embellish, which is great. Yeah, that pocket, I mean, I might end up trimming, I don't know. I probably should have trimmed that down because they're just going to get broken in that, but I could just trim it down a little bit where it's annoying me. It's because I let it overhang because I like the ripped look, but then when you're putting stuff in and out, it gets like ruined. That'd be a bit better. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. Have fun doing that, and hopefully I'll be back on tomorrow, and then we might attempt just doing the base of the cover, because what I think we'll do is get the base of the cover on, and then I seal that and then let it dry overnight, and then would probably embellish the insides, and then last thing we'll do is embellish the outside, because if I embellish the outside first and then go embellishing all the insides, I end up getting glue all over the cover. So so I hope you enjoyed that. Be good, have fun, and I will see you next time. Bye.